Let's get to Patrick McDonough now. He's a criminal defense attorney who's live with us. You know, it's a rough and tumble sport. And what seems to be different is that word has leaked. From everything I hear, Richie Incognito and the guy he's accused of bullying would have been considered best friends a few days ago.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I mean, there's no question what was done here is improper, but I think what you have to be careful is not trying to compare this to like childhood bullying. I mean, there's really a difference in kids that are emotionally attacked on social media or really bullied in high school versus an adult who doesn't show up for a voluntary workout and they say go toughen him up and his old buddy does things. He just obviously crossed the line, but I think it marginalizes real bullying for children if you try to make that comparison.
Well, you know, that makes absolutely perfect sense. These are grown men in a very grown man sport, not little kids on the playground. There's a huge difference.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I mean, we're talking about 6'4", 300 pounds, a professional, somebody who's getting paid. And really the impetus was that he didn't show up at voluntary workouts. And, you know, this is a team sport. There's high stakes here. So to toughen him up, probably there's nothing wrong with that or doing a little hazing. It's just the way the things that have been reported, if he really did it in that manner, clearly inappropriate, not the way to toughen somebody up. I think it was just the way it was handled.
I hate to think of it like this because getting the legalities of things involved sometimes kind of turns my stomach, but I guess it could come to that. And if in fact this report is true, which Fox News has not confirmed, but which Steve Harrigan was reporting just a moment ago, if it's true that the GM was like, hey, you got a problem with him, punch him in the face, I wonder what lawyers could do with that.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that there could be a claim. I mean, you have a violence in the workplace type of action. You've got somebody here who's got a prior assault. He's been kicked off a team. I mean, he's actually got a record. And then you're going to him and saying, hey, you need to commit a violent act against one of our other employees. So I don't think there's any question a lawyer could have a field day as far as claims go. Now, whether that carries over to a verdict or money, where a jury's going to turn around and say, hey, this guy is 6'4", he's getting paid a handsome salary, he's not showing up for workouts, you know, I don't know if they're actually going to win, but there's certainly an actionable claim.
Patrick, you see this, and then Tony Dorsett comes out today that, I mean, even if you don't like the Cowboys, even if you're a Cowboy hater, who didn't love Tony Dorsett? He's pushing 60 years old now, and he's starting to lose his memory, and he has some fears that he may have a disease, and there's a lot of pressure on the NFL now, and you just wonder if the NFL isn't in for some very, very difficult days ahead.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, we've got all the concussion injuries and the lawsuits of the concussions. There's no question. But at the end of the day, I mean, these are adults that are getting paid a lot. It's a violent sport. And I think you just got to separate rookie hazing versus, you know, real bullying. Now, when you come to public relations, I mean, they have serious problems. No question. This isn't helping.
They really do. Patrick McDonough live with us from Atlanta. Attorney Patrick, thanks.